Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. I started work 2 hours early today, so it feels good to be home at 8:30 rather than 10:30 at night. So yeah, that's a positive. I can get more sleep as well. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to predict the finals right now. So let's do this. I'm going to predict week 1, and then based on those predictions, I'm going to pick the rest of the finals. See who we get as the winner. So yeah, let's do this. Port Adelaide v Geelong. I feel that Geelong have finished the season stronger, but Port Adelaide are the minor premiers for a reason. But Geelong do look very strong. I did not mean that to rhyme, but it does rhyme. It's at the Adelaide Oval. I think that's a big factor. I think that's a balance. That is the balance that Port Adelaide needs. I think Geelong, obviously when they played each other this season, Geelong won it very comfortably. But Adelaide Oval, I'm counting on the Adelaide Oval, and I reckon that Port will win this one. Although I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this because I think it could definitely be Geelong. 100%. I think either team could win. I see a close game, but I think the Adelaide Oval is a big factor, so I'm going to have a Port Adelaide win there. Even last year, Geelong were the minor premiers. Obviously, they were the strongest team. They lost to Port Adelaide last year at the Adelaide Oval. Even when they were in great form, they still lost to Port. And that was one of their first losses, right? That was like their second loss the whole season, something like that anyway. After the bye round, so I think Port can do this. At home, I think they can do this. And that would be massive. If they do win that, they're in the prelim. With another bye round and Adelaide Oval at home in the prelim, that is huge if they can pull that off. But it could easily be Geelong. I don't know. I'm going to stick with Ports. West Coast v Collingwood. I prefer West Coast, but I want Collingwood to win because of my prediction and bets. Having said that, I'm predicting this based on what I think will happen rather than what I want. And what I think will happen is that the Eagles at the Optus will win that game, 100%. And that would be a rematch of last year's semi-final, I'm pretty sure, right? Was it last year's semi? Geelong West Coast? At the MCG, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was. This would be a good rematch, I think. Neutral ground as well, neutral venue. St Kilda v Western Bulldogs. Now, I hope I'm wrong, but I do feel that whoever wins this game will lose this one. Actually, I don't know if I hope I'm wrong, because if Brisbane lose, then I'm going to hope that Brisbane win. But if Richmond lose, I'm going to think hopefully they can pull something off. But honestly, whoever loses this game, I don't see them getting past. I mean, I don't see one of these getting past them. I just don't see it. I think both of these teams will be gone by week 2. I kind of hope I'm wrong, but then I'm kind of like, I want Brisbane to go through because I think Richmond will beat Brisbane, unfortunately. I really like the Lions, but Richmond are the best team in the comp, easily. There's a reason why they've won 2 premierships in 3 years. They have been such a great team, good to watch, so many great players, and it's looking like they'll be winning another flag. And you know, it's credit to them. But I just don't see Brisbane beating them. It's at the Gabba. That is a balance. But last year that wasn't the case. Richmond still went on to win. To be fair, Brisbane didn't kick straight for the first half. If they had kicked straight, it might have been different, but it wasn't. That's not Richmond's fault that they missed a lot of shots. Richmond took advantage and they outclassed them. They were brilliant. If they can kick straight, maybe there's a chance. Maybe. But they're going to have to be good defensively as well. But I still don't see it. I don't see Richmond losing in week 1. Definitely not. If they lose, it'll be like in the prelim or the grand final. But I think they'll probably win the whole thing. I hope not, but they probably will. I don't hate them, by the way, Richmond fans. I don't hate you. I just prefer a team not to be too dominant. That's all. Anyway, yeah, this game. I feel like the Saints look a bit stronger going to the finals, but they both, I guess, only just made it. But the St Kilda Saints, they're already in there. They're kind of slipping a little bit, but they survived. The Western Bulldogs to fight their way into it. Got momentum as well. Hopefully they got injuries. I'm going to go with the Saints. It's their first final in a while, so the lack of experience might hurt them. Western Bulldogs, obviously, they've won the whole thing recently. But I've got a feeling. I know it's about what I think, but I do genuinely think the Saints can do it. But I also think the Dogs could do it. It's like half-half. I'll tell you what, I love how balanced this all is. You got two strong games here, and I think in both occasions you got the weaker team at home. I think that kind of helps. And then you got these two teams. You give them a chance of getting the week 1 win and then getting to week 2. And you got a massive game here, grand final replay and the elimination final. It's just perfect for me. If it was West Coast against Saints and Collingwood against Western Bulldogs, it wouldn't be as good as in my opinion. The only way this could have been better is if it was Port Richmond and Brisbane Geelong. I think that would have been better. Either way, it's almost perfect. I like the lineup. Anyway, back to the predictions. I'm gonna go Saints. Could be the Dogs, to be honest, but I'm gonna go Saints. I've got a feeling they might win their first final in a while. I've got a feeling. They fought their way to get here. They might be here to stay for another week. We'll see. We'll see. Well, I mentioned before that I hope I'm wrong, that they won't get past week 2, but I want Brisbane to win. So I think surely this time they should win in week 2. Whoever they get, I think surely. It's not a definite, but they only lost the Giants by a few points in the second week, and I think they'll have learned from their mistakes. I think they'll be more prepared this time. I hope they are anyway. But I think Brisbane will beat the St Kilda Saints, and that puts them against Port Adelaide. Oh boy, that is a big one. Geelong will beat West Coast, I think. I think there's West Coast gone in week 2. I don't really have time to think about that really, but I just think that Geelong, they look very good. I think if they lose this, it'll be like by a few points. I think this will be a close game. I could be wrong. I think it's either a close game and Port win, or Geelong win by like 4 goals. One of the two. For some reason, I'm thinking it's one of those 2 results. Anyway, yeah. Then you got these two big finals. Unfortunately, even though I prefer Brisbane, I don't mind Port Adelaide. I don't dislike them, but I do prefer Brisbane. But I don't think they'll beat Port Adelaide. No, I don't think so. No, not this year. I don't think they'll beat Port Adelaide. Yeah, Port Adelaide to get to the grand final. And then this should be quite interesting because they've met a few times, and it's been at the MCG in the finals, obviously. It's not the MCG anymore, but Richmond can win anywhere nowadays, can't they? They really can. They have criticisms about playing away, but they've proven themselves that they can travel and win. So I don't think a different venue is gonna phase them too much, to be honest. I think Geelong could do it, but I think they would want to win the first qualifying final, and then they can avoid Richmond to the grand final. Unless Richmond lose, but I don't think they will lose in week 1. I'm thinking about this a lot. I thought this would be like a 2-minute video. Richmond flag. This is what I think will happen. I could be wrong. Personally, I'd love to see Brisbane win the flag and Collingwood for my bets. But if that doesn't go right, which it probably won't go right, to be honest, I'd like to see Brisbane do it. Love to see the Saints do it, but I don't think they will, unfortunately. Dogs as well. I want to see them do it, but I don't think they will. But yeah, this seems very likely. I think Richmond to win the flag. We'll see. Send in your predictions down below. You can predict it like this if you want. Predict every week, or just predict week 1, or just predict the finals winner. Whatever you want in the comment section. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and see ya. Cause I can see